Where do I begin? You know that song? Okay. Uh, where do I begin?
They face difficulties such as, stigma against mental health, absence of family support, lack of knowledge, and even sometimes financial difficulties because some of them had to leave their jobs in order to care for their loved ones full time. Sometimes this leads to a lot of pressure and stress on them that they are also at risk of facing mental health issues of their own, or even at times they struggle with suicide in some cases, which is pretty serious stuff. And a lot of time, these caregivers don't realize that they need help themselves. There's a lot of less options for them to actually self-care and to have time out from caregiving.
Usually my brother will come over or the grandkids will come over, and I've been able to take breathers, probably have some downtime of my own, but I'm not able to now because of the restrictions in visitations. So that was a big challenge, doubling up when it was already quite difficult to even push forward under the circumstances.
A lot of caregivers, they've also been encountering some relapses from their loved ones. This COVID-19 restriction is actually creating a greater sense of isolation and helplessness for caregivers as well. The number of one-to-one support cases, known as ITS, that our CAL staff have to handle have also increased significantly. So over the 12 months between April 2019 to March 2020, we had a total about 390 cases. But just from 1st April to 21st May this year, right, we've already registered 202 cases in under 2 months. So it's quite a significant increase, as you can see. It's actually like a 12-week program for persons with mental health issues. So we run it on a weekly basis and we go through different topics like about medication, about different mental health conditions, communication, and all these different sort of topics. So we facilitate the discussion and help them download all this information and understanding in terms of how they can use it with their loved ones. Because of COVID-19, we've moved everything onto Zoom. So now we do all our classes online. For me, I run a class every Saturday morning to actually go through these various topics. We were halfway through the face-to-face sessions. After that, we just transition onto Zoom to continue the rest of the session. Even if you're done with attending the C2C program, your journey with CAL doesn't end there. It's an ongoing process and we're journeying with you throughout however long your caregiving journey is.
It's great to know that you're not the only one having to face this sort of challenges. It's a good feeling to know that you are able to empathize with someone. In turn, that person can feel empathy for you as well. That journey, right, is challenging, but it's really amazing to connect with people along the way.
I think the most important thing is that they are joining a tribe of their own people who are actually going through these sort of challenges as well. It gives them this sense that they are not alone in their journey. There are other people who can totally relate what they're going through. And it actually helps them know that it's a support group that they build on.
Friendship is very important. So I'm thankful for friends that I've bond with through CAL, Jeannie, and a whole lot more. And these are friends who stick with you because they're on the same journey, just different degree or different levels, but we're all on this journey together. We can encourage, spur each other on, and just continue with the race.
A very important question we always ask at the start of the class is, what's your interest? Do you have a hobby? It's also a key touch point for us to know which caregivers are struggling more than others, especially those who don't have any hobbies or interests tend to be the ones who seem to be more stressed out.
For me, taking long walks spark joy. Having said that, I think my faith really helps me a lot.
How I take care of myself is I read, I listen to inspirational songs. I worship, I sing. I'm now into baking, cookies, pastries, and all that.
If you're a caregiver out there looking after a loved one with a mental health issue, do try and get help and support for yourself if you need. So our CalC2C program is offered at no cost to caregivers, and we're located all around Singapore. Right now at the moment, we're actually holding classes online. It's great that you can come and take part in it, especially if you're not able to step out of the house.
The key takeaway is self-care. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to care for your loved ones. Find something to do that sparks joy for yourself.